Stop focusing on people who don't like you. Like in 2020, like this is the year when we stop giving people permission to control our life. Like when we stop giving people who do so little for us, who don't like us, right? Who's not cheering for us. And the best word to put is hate on us. Like we need to stop giving these people so much power and control over our life. We allow people to stop our greatness because we're so afraid of what people are going to say. We're so afraid of being judged. Like I always tell you, don't you know you're going to be judged anyway? Don't you know somebody going to talk about you anyway? No matter how good you are, they're going to say that you ain't good enough. No matter how bad you may think you are, they're going to say, oh, you're not good. All these things. Somebody somewhere sometime is always going to have a problem with you. And the thing is, we live life expecting everybody to like us, right? Everybody's not going to like you. And just to help you understand this, share this, guys. Let's keep sharing it. Just for you to help you understand this, you have to realize where hate comes from. Hate doesn't come from a happy person. Hate doesn't come from a person that's loving life. And you have to understand that usually people that aren't happy are going to hate on you, period. And the thing that I want you to take away from tonight, because I'm going to be very quick. The thing I want you to take away from tonight is this. People cannot stop you. A hater cannot stop you. Somebody can come on right now and say, Trent, your live sucks. Guess what? I'm still going to make lives. They can't stop me. Somebody can say, oh, your videos, I hate them. Guess what? I'm still going to make my videos. Oh, your podcast is terrible. I'm still going to make podcasts. We give too much power to the people who don't like us. And I get it. I know when it's closest to you, sometimes it's hard to deal with it. But these people cannot stop you. Do you realize that? And on another note, these people are nothing but confused supporters, because if somebody hates you, they're not going to be subscribed to your life. If somebody hates you, they're not going to be subscribed. Think about the shows that you love, right? Y'all got them on what do you call it? Not on TiVo. Y'all got it recorded, right? You subscribe to it. Some of you are subscribed to this live. So every time I go live, which I'll suggest that you do, every time I go live, you come on because you love rehab time, right? You feel like it's going to impact your life. People aren't subscribed to things that they hate. Do you realize that? So if somebody's subscribed to your life, if somebody knows everything about you, they don't hate you. What they really do is love you. They just have jealousy. They just have ego that won't let them admit it. So they're not haters. What they are confused supporters. So in 2020, listen, in 2020, don't go blocking your confused supporters neither. Let them have front row seats. If they want to sit and watch you, as long as they're not disrespectful, if they want to sit and watch you, let them have front row seats. All right, let them have season tickets to watch your greatness. Because one or two things are going to happen. Either they're going to turn into fans, they're going to turn into supporters, real supporters, or they're going to leave. They're going to unsubscribe. But stop giving your attention to people who don't care about you. Stop giving your attention to people who just hate on you. There's plenty of people who love you. There's plenty of people who want to support you. There's plenty of people who are rooting for you. I want you to understand that. But some of us, we stop our dreams. We stop our growth. We stop our vision. We stop our greatness because we are so afraid of opinions. We're so afraid of people not liking us. Who cares? They cannot stop you. Okay, so when somebody comes on here and hate, when somebody sends me hate, I just laugh, honestly, because I know where it comes from. I know they're not happy. I know they're not living a fulfilled life. So the best thing that I do is give love back. I'm going to give love back because I know you really don't hate me. Because if you're here watching me, you don't hate me. So think about that with your life, okay? So in 2020, we're going to stop giving people the power to control our greatness. We're going to stop giving people the power to control our growth. We're going to stop giving people who do so little for us the power to control so much of us. Please stop it. That cannot be your excuse anymore. It's not the haters that are holding you back. It's you, right? It's you giving them too much power. You giving them too much credit. They cannot stop you without your permission. And that's facts. And so I see it all the time. When somebody gives me hate and I don't give them the response that they want, guess what? They stop trying. They're like, oh, snaps, man. Like, I mean, it happened to me in football. I remember in football, I was talking about this earlier today. I remember playing, college football. We would go to an opponent. We'd go to an away game. It could be Texas Tech. It could be whoever we playing, right? And they literally, their job, their like student section's job is to like study you. That's what they do. So they know about your mama. They know about your daddy. They know about everything. And Lord knows if you did something in the public eye, they definitely going to bring that up. So they know everything. So you come out the tunnel, they saying everything. They know your girlfriend name. They say the most disrespectful stuff. And the worst thing that you can do is happen. The worst thing that you can do is give them the response that they want, meaning that you get mad, meaning that you say something back to them because they know they got you. They know if they can take your attention off of what it should be focused on, they got you. And that's what so many of us do. We give our attention to the people and things that don't matter. Facts. And so I've seen it happen. And then what they do is they mess with you the rest of the game because they know they got you. The best response that I used to give them, you know what I used to do? I used to laugh, for one, because that wasn't the response that they wanted. I would laugh, and then I would go out there and score some touchdowns. And then I would go out there and ball out. And then they realized, like, dang, like, we're really fueling them, so let me shut up. We're not stopping them. We're probably helping them. Okay, so I don't want to say do it for your haters because I feel like why should you do it for them? But if anything, let them fuel you, right? Let them make you better. They don't believe in you. Who cares? Believe in yourself. Let that be your motivation if that's where you need to get motivation from. But do not give them the response they want. Do not give them your attention. Do not give them your time. Don't block them. Like if you're on Instagram, restrict them. Just press restrict. They got a restrict button. You can just press restrict, meaning that you don't block them. They still see your greatness. They just can't put the comments that they want to put on there. And eventually they will unsubscribe. Okay, so 2020, we're not allowing haters, AKA, we're actually erasing that word. We're not allowing confused supporters to stop our greatness. Okay? And so what I want you to do, because I'm about to get off of here in a second. All right, stay on. I'm about to get off here in a second. Go listen to my podcast. Go subscribe to the podcast. Everybody, people that's already subscribed to it, tell people what they're missing out on. Literally, I believe, and this I rarely say stuff like this. I believe it's one of the best podcasts out. It's one of the tops in education, like hands down in the world. Okay, go listen to it. If you like this, what you're getting now, you're going to love the podcast. Okay, go listen to it. Turn it on in the morning. Get inspired by it. But literally, I talk about 5 things or 5 reasons on why haters hate on you. And it will change your mindset forever when it comes to haters. I guarantee you. You want to allow those people to stop you or prevent you. 5 things. And the first thing I talked about today was they're not happy. They're not. You'll never meet a hater that's happier than you. And we all been a hater before, right? Raise your hand if you've been a hater before. At some point in your life, raise your hand. Put the like, tap the heart button. At some point in your life, have you been a hater before? Right? We all have been a hater before. Even if it was like a small little bit of hater in our spirit. We all been a little hater before. You know, when I got cut from the NFL, that was my hating season, right? I was like mad at the world. I was like, they suck. Peyton Manning sucks. Whoever sucks. Jerry, he's sorry to everybody. Sorry. Because I was angry, because I was hurt. I was in pain. I wasn't living my dream at the time. So what did I do? I deflected that into the world because I thought that would make me feel better. Obviously, it doesn't. Because if you're hating on other people, it only means one thing: you're not working on yourself. But I realized that wasn't getting me anywhere, right? And I wasn't just like a obscene hater, just like go looking at people to hate on. But just deep down inside, I know that I didn't have enough love in my life and for myself. Because if you're hating on other people, it just means you aren't loving yourself. And so I want y'all to understand that. But really understand where it comes from, because I just see way too many people. That's like the main message that I get. And that's what I make my podcast about. Like, it's the main message. People say, man, like, this person's hating on me, la, la, la. This person's talking about me. This person's posting comments about me. And I'm just like, who cares? Let them talk. Let your character respond. Let your greatness respond. You know, it looks stupid. Excuse me, I shouldn't use that word, but I'm using it. You know, it looks stupid when people talk about you and you just keep on elevating your life. You know, it looks stupid. Not you. You know, it starts to look bad. They do. It's like the people who talk about LeBron James. It's funny to me. People hate on LeBron James for no reason. It's crazy to me. And he just keeps elevating his life. Tom Brady, you keep hating on him, but he keeps getting rings. Well, he didn't get one this year, but he just keeps winning. Like, at some point, you have to realize your hate is not going to work, right? And so you have to realize that their hate only works if you allow them the permission to control your life. They can't stop you. And I think that's one of the most powerful things. It's the simplest thing tonight that you need to understand. They cannot stop you. Okay? On the simplest form, people say, Trent, I hate your lives. Your lives suck. You're the worst person alive ever. For them, that might be true. But your truth don't have to be my truth. And I can come on live tomorrow. Stop giving people all this credit, man. These confused supporters. I know it's easier said than done, but you gotta, they even hated Jesus. Like, y'all realize that, right? Jesus was hated on too. They even hated Jesus. So who are you to not think you're gonna get hated on? I thought it was Aristotle, but they said somebody else made up this quote. But the quote is, if you don't want to receive criticism, right? If you don't, and I like to put, if you don't want to be hated on, if you don't want to receive negativity, here's your options: say nothing, do nothing, be nothing. So if you want to do any of those three things, you got to understand some form of hate is coming. Some form of, and let me be clear, everybody's not hating on you too. Okay. So I don't want y'all to think that the world's hating on you, man. Go listen to the podcast because I don't want to give it all away, but everybody's not hating on you too. I don't want you to feel like so ego driven that you feel like everybody's a hater. You have to understand the person that's giving you those comments. So if it's somebody who knows nothing about your life, it might be hate. It might not be it. But don't allow someone's opinion to become your truth if it's not your truth. Now, if somebody's giving you constructive criticism, that's a whole nother conversation. Okay. But again, if you don't want to receive any type of hate, say nothing, do nothing, be nothing. Ain't that right, Brenda? All right. Say nothing, do nothing, be nothing. If you plan to do any one of those three, that's coming with it. If you plan to be in the public eye, that's coming with it. So if you plan to give your gift to the world, understand people have the right to judge it. People have the right to hate on it. People have the right to criticize it. And you have the right to ignore it. My quote to you, right? My plea to you as we wrap this up tonight is never let the 1% of hate take your focus off the 99% of love. Never let the 1% of hate take your focus off the 99% of love. As human beings, we are too good at focusing on what's going wrong when we can easily focus on what's going right. We're too focused on the people that's tearing us down when we can be just as focused on the people that's building us up. We are too focused on the people that's hating on us when we can be just as focused on the people who really love and support us, right? Because the people that love and support you, those are the people that's going to take you to the next level. So why spend any time of your life? Because time is precious. Why spend any time of your life worried about these people? Because that's really selfish of you. And I'm not even talking to myself. That's really selfish of you to give your attention to someone who doesn't matter instead of the people that do. All right. So people don't like to hear it. People don't like to hear that. Yeah, that's facts. People don't like to hear it. Not everybody's hating. You know, my son probably calls me a hater. Tristan. I mean, he won't say it to my face, but he probably calls me a hater because I tell him things that he don't want to hear at times. You know, so we have to be mature enough to, and that's rare. Like Tristan, that's my dog. But I know at times I can tell him, I can read his mind. I'll be like, I know what you're saying, because I used to be a kid too. I know what you're saying, bro. It's so funny. Ever since I was young, I told him that we're so connected. I know what he's thinking, so he really thinks that. So he be trying to change his thoughts in his head. I could just see him. But a lot of times we can't take criticism. We can't. And so I'm always open to constructive criticism. I don't mind if somebody told me the other day, and she might be on here. After I spoke at an event, she wrote me a message and she was like, I got some feedback for you. So I'm like, cool. You know, most speakers and people people consider me one of the top speakers in the world. You know what I'm saying? So like people at this level, they be like, I don't want to hear nothing from nobody, not me, because I know if I don't want to receive what you're saying, if it ain't true for me, I'm not going to receive it. But you might have some information that can help me. So I'm going to listen. I'm going to respect you enough to listen. I'm going to respect your opinion. So she writes me this Instagram DMs. I'm always in my DMs trying to respond to you guys. She says, Trent, I just left the event. I'm not going to say what event because I don't want to put her on blast. So I just left the event and I got some feedback for her. I was like, all right, cool. So I'm thinking she's going to be like, man, it was dope. And she's like, it was great. But she gave me all this feedback as a speaker, right? She was like, you should have said this. You were talking too fast, blah, 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 right? All of those things. And I talk fast. I talk passionate when I get into it. I get that. But my first instinct was be like, I don't talk fast. You listening slow. You need to speed up your listening. but I didn't want to be disrespectful. But then I evaluated who the person was. Was this person a speaker? Absolutely not. Was this person like, has this person been in my shoes? Absolutely not. So then I evaluated. It's like, I can't really take that from her because she's never done what I'm doing. And that's another thing too. Like if someone is at where you want to be and they're giving you constructive criticism, take it. But I still took a little bit of that. I was like, okay, cool. Maybe I should, slow down a little bit here and there. But then you have people, saying, oh, you talk too slow or this or that. But then I remember, I could have let that get to me, but that was one person out of 4,000. That's a pretty good odds. You know what I'm saying? So if I would have had 3,000 people hit me up and tell me that, then I have to pay attention. Then probably I need to switch some things up. But you can't sit here and please the world, guys. Like I'm going to leave. I promise you I'm leaving after this. You cannot please everybody. Okay. You cannot please the world. If somebody's not going to like you at some point, right? It doesn't matter how perfect you are, how great you are, how many people you reach. Somebody's not going to like what you do. That's just a fact of life. And the first step to being unhappy is trying to please everyone else. That's the first step. Because as soon as you please the person that you're not pleasing, guess what? Then it's someone else that's not going to be pleased. As soon as you please that person, then it's someone else that's not going to be pleased. And you're going to live your whole entire life pleasing people. That's what you're going to be doing. Living your whole entire life trying to please people. And then you're going to get to the end of life. And you're going to realize like, dang, I was really doing something that was impossible. Like I was really doing something that's very like unachievable. It's not achievable. All right. Give your greatness to the world. If you know you're coming from a positive place, a pure place, you know your intentions. Like give your greatness to the world, but just know like people ain't going to like you. And it's all right. It's good. Right. They don't have to like you. That's them. But you keep rising above, man. You stop letting these people hold you back. Write that book. Who cares if people don't like it? You know how many people told me my book sucks? Trent, the greatest you, sorry. It's not a lot of people that say that, by the way. But
all right. Welcome. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I hope everyone had a great day. We had a fantastic day here. And we put up the tree and we don't have enough hooks, so we got to get more hooks. But it was wonderful. You guys are probably wondering my title. I'm going to get to all that. Patreons, most of you guys know already. But they're the only ones I pretty much told. So we're going to get to all that. But I figured with Thanksgiving, it was great to open it up with Trent. And let me go ahead and drop his link. For all you guys that need inspiration, he has been a pretty big inspiration for me to get through all this negativity and all this toxicity that we deal with in this community. And I pretty much had it. I'm like at the end of it. So a couple of you guys were in, one thing I do want to explain. A couple of you guys were probably watching Molly this morning when I sent her a text, because I did hear that she said something about candles. And then, of course, haters were running their mouth. And so I had texted her and she read it on a live. I have no idea why she read it on a live, but she did. And yeah, so that was that. But a lot of people like, are you friends with her again? No, I still don't agree with a lot of shit she does. Or what Quentin's remains. So that's that. I don't know if anyone was watching it, but that's where that came from. All right. So hang on one second. All right. Hey, Coffee, happy Thanksgiving. No, I know, Diane, but a lot of people do, and I've got a lot of texts today about it, so that's why I was just saying something. Hey, Brian, that's why I was saying something. Hey, K-Rox, I saw you call. We were putting up the tree, and you're the only one that calls me from overseas, so I knew it was you. Hey, Miss Dorky, I haven't seen you in forever. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm glad everyone had a good Thanksgiving. No drama. I just, I don't like, I'll put it like this. I don't agree with a lot of things Marissa does. That's not a secret. I think what she did with Diane the other night was absolutely vile and disgusting. But at the same time, I all right, like Betty, I can't stand. I can't even watch Betty. And I'll never be friends with Betty. I'll never talk to Betty. I will never like Betty. I will never listen to Betty. I don't even watch clip channels about Betty. Same thing with JLR. But Marissa, I've had an ongoing relationship with for a long time. So I just, if something comes up, I'm going to address it, unlike the others. But that's all. There's, nothing more to it. But I can't deal with Betty. No, Brian, I am sorry, but what she did was vile. It was vile to Tiffany. It was vile. I know why she did it. I know it was a very calculated move by Marissa. I get it. But I just can't. It was just wrong on so many levels. And for Diane to say that it's Tiffany's fault that she hurt Randy. No, Diane, that's your fault. You hurt Randy. Nobody else's. So yeah. It's not the other side that it's Brian. It was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Diane used Marissa. Marissa used Diane. It was pathetic. Hey, Nan. And in the end, Tiffany gets the blame for shit that was so not Tiffany's fault. And they all ran with it because they don't like Tiffany, which is bullshit. So, hey, Kaz. But yeah. So because of all of the toxicity that is going, no, not you, Diane. It was old DC stuff. Because of all the toxicity that's going on, I think I'm going to go over to Rumble for a while. I'm still going to do YouTube, but I really want to transition over to Rumble. I can't stand the toxicity here. I can't stand the bullshit here. I can't stand the hate here. And everywhere you turn around, it's fucking hate. Everywhere you turn around, everybody is hating everybody. And I can't fucking handle it anymore. Either they're hating everybody or they're fucking e-begging to no end. Like I heard a creator that I support today e-begging more than I've ever heard anybody e-beg in my life. And it was bad, really bad. And I was blown away. I just can't take it anymore. I really can't. It's just gotten over the top. And everyone's telling me it is a cesspool. And everyone's telling me, I think Rumble will be a different type of bullshit and drama. Anything's better than what's going on here. I mean, this whole community is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's gotten to the point where you don't even want to be here, and YouTube is my full-time job. I mean, it is. This is how I make my rent every month. This is how, I sell most of my candles. Now it's 85% of my business comes from YouTube. So believe me, I have interest in being here, but I just can't handle the toxicity. I just can't. It's too much. And it seems like and I've even gotten comments from supporters of mine that, what's your Cash App? We don't want to super chat you. We don't want anyone to see that we're donating. And that's fucked up. It's fucked up that it's gotten to that point. Hey, Gravy. What's e-begging? I'll tell you what e-begging is. E-begging is, okay, let's do, I don't want to give away who the person was, but let's just say I have a goal and let's do 50 super chats tonight. And then one comes in and then another one comes in. Oh, come on. You want to do we still need 48 more, that to me is weird. Like, I don't know. It just is. If it's a birthday or something, maybe. But I don't know. I just find it weird. And I'm not saying, no, it wasn't Molly. I'm not saying that Molly, not Molly. I'm not saying that, you know, like you can't remind people to donate because, like, and I've said this before, I play a game that it asks it every time a round ends, like it tells you, donate here, put in more money here, go real life here, like put in money. And it asks you every single time it ends. And it's annoying as fuck. But so I understand the whole remind people about tipping or donating, but when it's over the top, it's too much. And I just feel like a lot of creators, because money is tight for people, it's too much. And I couldn't even, I was enjoying some of the stream until it got to be too much. And it was just over the top. GoFundMe gone wild daily. I agree. People know they can donate. And like I said, a little reminder here and there throughout the stream, you should do. Because like if I play a game, and I'm not saying it was Tyler, I'm just saying in general, and I see it all too often, and it's too much. It is a turnoff. And I don't know. I think it's hurting everybody. And then you have other people that like people have left me comments. They don't want to donate because, they're afraid they're going to be the next target. And it's just not right. Phil, that's his audience. His audience finds no problem with it. I can't say anything. That's his audience. But I just feel like it's gotten too, and not him per se, I'm saying in general. I used to get mad at Popcorn Planet for having this, we'll only stop our stream for $24.99. I used to bitch at them all the time that it was fucked up. But it's gotten too fucking toxic here. It really, it's over the top. I support a veteran from the UK having trouble on YouTube, went to Rumble and is not happy. So another channel at YouTube with success, just letting you know. That's what I'm saying. It can't hurt to try. I did give you a refund. Thank you, Adrian. Tell them to go fuck themselves. Thank you, guys. I am thankful for you and you're honest and fair. Thank you, Chair. And thank you, Adrian. You ignore anything that makes you uncomfortable. Thank you, Tinker. Some creators get upset and end their lives. You see that, Lola? I've never seen that. I've heard about creators doing that. I think it's absolutely vile. Vile. It's just gross. You just don't do that. People don't have to tip you every night. Like I said, if you want, putting out reminders here and there, there's not a problem. But, the people that are like, I'm not here for money are the ones that scream it the loudest. And they are here for money. And I don't know, it's just crazy to me. So, but I just figure Rumble can't hurt to give it a shot. Like I said, I'm not going to give up YouTube. I just can't handle the toxicity. I mean, think about the whole community. What do you have? You either have haters, you have people that talk about people that you don't like every fucking day. You have people that claim that they don't like somebody, but they know every single thing about them and they watch them religiously just to bash on them. Nobody seems to have their own content anymore because everything is about bashing someone else. And it's just too much. And I can't handle it anymore. I don't even like turning on YouTube anymore. I really don't. Grifters, e-beggars, and deceitful as fuck creators have totally ruined it for those who are legit. I agree. From what I understand, Chair, I still haven't really figured out the whole licensing thing, but it seems pretty good. Hey, Tony. Oh, you can't get Rumble in South Africa? Loba, the biggest thing I ask is hit that thumbs up. And people still don't do that. And that's free. Creators that are friends with tragedy pimps turn their head. Oh, absolutely. Thank you, Gravy. Gravy, you're supposed to be watching Aerosmith. Why are you donating? You should be watching Aerosmith. Like number 52. What's number 52? I don't know what number 52 means. Oh, Aerosmith was last night? Oh, I thought it was today. I thought you were physically at Aerosmith like right now. Oh shit, I forgot the song. You just reminded me. Hold on. I totally forgot the song. I'm a goober. Hold on. There's a second song too. Oh, wait, hold on. I shut off Discord. Oh, I'm like all discombobulated.
All aboard. Everyone jump on that two-track train. Woo-hoo. Everybody all aboard. Everyone jump on that two-track train. Woo-hoo.
I haven't heard the other one yet. There's another one she sent me. Gambling your house payment? Sweet. With me some money. Gravy, 28 on roulette. 26 and 28 on roulette. Make me money, woman. 24 too. 24, 26, 28. Roulette. Go for it. If you call out tragedy pimps, they're friends and their chat loses their minds. Oh, absolutely, Barb. But I mean, like I said last night, are they really tragedy pimps? Or are the people that constantly calling them out the tragedy pimps? You never know. I get called a tragedy pimp every fucking day by some of these people. Trying to win. I'm telling you, bet 24, 28, 26. Roulette, you will win. 32 rarely ever comes up. Got to play and see what you can win when you're here. Oh, that's right, Coffee. I forgot. Hey, Kels. And Barb, you were saying share is. What makes share one and another one not one when they both talk to her? When they both talk to, what's her name? You know what I'm saying? Tony, I saw that too. I totally saw that too. I listened to that last night. And Dolly's sitting there begging for a camera like Olivia. And there's only $400 in the fund. You know what? You can have the best camera in the world. If you don't know how to fucking use it, what good is it? Olivia knows how to use the camera. So that's why she needs a good camera. If you don't know how to use a camera, you could have a fucking $10,000 camera. It doesn't mean anything. Thank you, Kels. And that's why I don't get this whole camera thing. Like, Dolly, you made enough money to go buy a camera. Even $400. You can get a pretty damn good camera for $400. And you know the worst part, though? None of these people even have children. Like, they don't even have kids. if they had kids, I could live with it. They don't even have kids. This is all for their own pockets. It's disgusting. But I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to be against exactly what I said in the first place. I'd give you a PB&J, Diane. The leeches are the ones who spent over 3.5 hours speaking. Exactly. That's exactly right, Loba. While some of them have the biggest tragedy pimps on their panel and say nothing. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. But I'm going to open up the panel. Anyone wants to come up? I know some Patreons wanted to come up. Whoop. Why do you think one is to be a tragedy pimp but one doesn't? Making 10K off of Quentin is wrong. Yeah, but I'm going to say it again. You really can't blame the creator for people who donate to them. That's on the donators. That's not on them. Put it like this. Gravy, give me $1,000. Gravy's not going to give me $1,000. She don't have to. So if she does, that's not on me. That's on her. If she's dumb enough to give me $1,000, that's on her. You see what I'm saying? Some people mistake it and think it's on the creator. That's not on the creator. And that's someone left me a comment about protesting. And the protesting, now Gravy can win me $1,000 on 28, 24, 28, or 26. Now, if she wins me $1,000, then she better give it to me. So it's okay for Dolly. No, it's not. It's okay for anybody. Did you really? Good for you. You know what I'm saying? No, you can't blame the creator because people are giving them money. That's not on the creator. And it's not fair to worry about what subscribers are giving them. If subscribers want to give them all their money, that's on them. You can't blame. I don't blame Dolly. You loan me the rest? All right, I'll take it. I don't blame Dolly. I blame Dolly for stupid, oh, I need a camera. No, you don't, Dolly. You don't use your own money to buy a fucking camera. That's what I blame Dolly for, but I don't blame the people that give them the money, if that makes sense. I'll give you a good example. I'll give you a better example. The whole Ziggy incident. Ziggy overstepped her boundaries and took $5,000 from a sub. And a lot of people are blaming Ziggy for it. It's not Ziggy's fault. Somebody gave her that money. She didn't put a gun to her head. She didn't steal it. Someone gave her that money. You can't blame Ziggy for that part. You can blame Ziggy for how she spent it, but you can't blame Ziggy for, taking the money. I've never understood, Laura, why people do contribute to Brian. Contribute to Dolly? Because they like him. No, I'm not, Barb. I'm not talking at both sides of my mouth at all. You can't blame the person giving the money. I'm sorry. You blame the person giving the money. You don't blame the creator because somebody gives them money. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Somebody was talking about, hold on, I think I put it. Yeah. They said, at least the tragedy pimps stay there in the burning cold weather. Are you going to support victims like that? So I said, burning cold, that's an oxymoron. No such thing as burning cold. And then I said, they weren't there for the victims. They were there for all the money they were making. And yes, if I was making the money they were, I'd probably be standing out there too. Just saying. There's a creator that's hosting her own birthday party housewarming just for gifts. I hope she gets none. Well, we all creators do that about birthday. I think so, Coffee. I don't really know. I don't know the whole situation, but I just think it was kind of fucking weird that you would take that much money from anybody. I just think that's weird. Like, even in desolate times, I've never asked Patreons for money. Even if I knew they had a lot, I've just never gone behind the scenes like, hey, can I borrow money? It's weird to me. I don't know. It just is. And to ask, to do that kind of loan on $5,000, it's just creepy to me. I don't know. It's weird. But that's just my opinion. Did I drop the link? I think I did. All right. What do you disagree with? I don't know, St. Rocks. And the funny thing is, I'll say she's got 700 people in there while she talks on the phone to her dad. Make that make sense. I just don't get it. Oh, Cindy, it was you? Oh, Cindy. I'm sorry. I am so sorry, Cindy. I heard you say that you've donated and stuff and that you came in my stream. And I didn't know if you meant me or the other purple. But at what mental expense is it ever worth it to show up for money? I personally would lose. Loba, I don't know. I wouldn't do it. I just think it takes a big set of balls to ask anybody for that kind of money. But that's just me. I do Christmas list every year for my children. That I do. Finally, someone wants to come up. You want to be on camera? I can't hear you.
I don't.
What's up?
What's going on?
What's going on, baby? Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
What's shaking? Bacon?
I got feedback. I got to figure out how to turn that off.
You just go to the bottom where it says start cam.
No, not the camera. I got to turn. I keep hearing feedback.
I don't know. Lynn, I never liked Ziggy. And I think what she did with the money is fucking vile. But that's a whole nother issue. Yeah, she did, Saint. She completely maxed it out on nonsense. Are you there?
Yeah.
All right.
Just trying not to get feedback. And then the baby rolled over and dropped his pacifier.
Aw. So what's up, woman?
Not much. So I'm going to talk to you like I'm just a sub. Like,
Okay.
I'm not, I don't know anything. I'm not involved in anything.
Okay.
So you have always been 100% honest.
Okay.
And I think that draws in your audience.
Wait, what?
And I think too that there's a part of us that are all true crime.
Okay.
And then there's a part that like drama too.
Okay.
But then you have the ones that come from the drama that want to get into true crime, but they're mainly drama. And I think those are the ones that really weigh on all of us. Your subs, you. And I will go with you and try and help build you wherever you go. And I know there's of your supporters that will do that. I am so sick of the hypocrisy
Yep.
that it makes me question everything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my daily life recently, which we all know, without bringing it up, my daughter sat here the other day and laughed their butts off. They're 22 and 24, and they were like, "Mom, what's the difference in what they're doing and what y'all did? At least you didn't say all that out in public." I was like, that is my point. So, but it's certain people like certain creators, so they can say whatever and they're supported. You say the exact same thing or even less brutal, and you get attacked. So, I didn't support you a month ago when you were talking about Rumble. I 100% support you now.
Mm-hmm. My thank you. Hold on one sec, Caroline. I just want to address something. Barb, true crime is not that hard. Clinging to a missing or deceased child is more lucrative. But you have to understand, and this is where a lot of people seem to forget. I understand what you mean about clinging to a missing or deceased child. I get what you're saying, but just like news reporters, the reason why the news, CNN, True Crime Story, the reason why people talk about hot cases is because that's what the audience wants. And somewhere along the line, that seems to have been forgotten. Like, I never covered Monkey Case because I always felt the dad was involved, but I'm certainly not going to jump on the case now a year later. I mean, if I didn't believe in it to begin with, and I just, no matter how big it was, you're never going to hear me talk about it. So, and I know that a lot of people don't think like me, but if, the Idaho 4, they're not deceased. I'm sorry, they're not missing, but they are a hot, like, all over the news. It's unsolved. We don't know who did it. Everyone's trying to figure it out. I expect a true crime community to talk about it. So I think that's where people are, like, crossing the line. They think because, a lot of us speak about a case that's brand new that everyone is talking about, that doesn't make us a leech or a tragedy pimp because we're talking the same way news reporters are. You know what I'm saying? All right, go on. That's true. Talking about inserting yourself are two different things. I'll agree.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up because that was something else that I wanted to address too. Because with Monkey, his mother came out and very clearly said she did not want anyone talking about his case unless it was
positive. Yeah, I heard that.
Giving hope, because she's still clinging on to hope that he is alive somewhere. I watched the creator the other night argue with a man that has supported Monkey's family through this whole thing. And he actually put out a video about it. He went into her chat telling her, "What are you doing? Why are you literally reading the affidavit, everything she could?" And she argued with him that this was still supporting Monkey while she still underlined saying that someone had abducted him and ended his life. She so blind to making content, and that's where it really gets the bad part of YouTube, is that you become so blind to what you should be doing to honor either the family, the victim, just to make sure you have something out there.
I agree.
Quentin, bless his heart, was found, and that is info. His mother was arrested. That is what should be the focus. Not, yeah, but this babysitter could have done something. And I'm not talking about you. If I thought that, I would say something to you. But I don't understand why supporters don't see it. But how long was Kylie still missing and then found deceased, and people still spell her name wrong, still don't know which windows were actually down or broken or up. It's just, if you're going to present these cases, make sure you know what you're talking about.
I agree.
And do it for the right reason. That's what you should do in life.
I agree.
Mean what you say what you mean, do it with good intention and love in your heart. Now, I can be a bitch and I can run my mouth and I can get dirty with the rest of them. But one thing I didn't do is make mods have to work overtime for all the shit I was wanting to say. And that's all I want to say. And happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. And I'm glad you came up. Do you feel better? Do you feel better?
Yeah, I guess. I don't have to work tomorrow, so that's even better.
That's good. Yeah, I keep telling the kids, I guess I'm not doing Black Friday because nobody's giving me anything that they want.
Again, I'll follow you, support you again.
What? I didn't hear.
Yeah, my kids, they give me plenty of lists every day.
I hear you. I hear you. Yes, Capone, the world is better.
I will get down because I will let Capone come up.
Yeah. Good luck with that one. So, but I'm glad you came up. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Well, everyone, have a good night.
Good night.
Happy Thanksgiving. Bye.
Suran. Cindy, do you want to grab that link? Because I would love to talk to you personally. Because I don't like the circle jerks at all. I think they're worse than half the people out there. But I would love to talk to you one-on-one. Yeah, Michelle, I've heard a lot of blaming to everybody except where it belongs, and that's on Leilani. Loba, I'll agree with that too. It makes creators money to watch babysitter. Circle Jerk is a group on YouTube that they think they're all high and mighty. They're better than everyone else. It's kind of annoying. Link says join page not available. I don't know why. Cindy, I'm sorry. It would be so much easier if I could just talk to you directly. I won't keep you. Just a couple of things I want to say. I hate talking to chat because it's weird. I think I've heard worse things about babysitter and the alleged baby killer. Good point. I'll agree with that, Barb. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. And I'm not saying I like the babysitter because I don't. It's not what I think when I say circle jerk. That's funny. I don't know. They're just a drama group, but I just don't like anybody that thinks they're better than everyone else. And they just talk down about everybody that's not in their circle. And I don't respect that at all. I never did, never will. And I heard them one night, and everyone's got an opinion, but it's just, you're not better than anybody. And that's a big problem in this community. Everybody thinks they're better than everyone else. No, we're all on equal ground. Babysitter knew Quentin Sheridan. Yeah, I don't care for the babysitter, but and that's the other thing. It's gotten to the point too. I don't even want to talk about cases anymore. Like, not that I don't want to talk about cases, don't get me wrong. But when I used to enjoy going through cases and looking through different stuff and, figuring out stuff, it's not even like enjoyable anymore because everybody's running with some bullshit narrative and they try to twist everything. And like, even in the Idaho 4, I'll give you a good example of what I'm talking about. Idaho 4 said, the cops said that they were targeted. They know for a fact that one of them was specifically targeted. The other two may have gotten in the way, but that two of them were targeted. Or one of them was definitely targeted. Okay, there's nothing to figure out. It doesn't matter what we think. The cops said they know that one of them was targeted. So they obviously have more information than we do. Let it run. Let it ride. Unless the cops can't figure it out. But I hear all these channels trying to figure out what the cops have already said. If the cops said that they know someone was targeted, they obviously have information that we don't. There's no point in talking about what we think. And that's what's happening now. Surrounding assholes that ruin good case discuss. Exactly. It's a good point, Adrian. No, not that I know of, Sergeant Blackrock. Like I keep saying, I had said that there's no footprints and that how did this killer not leave footprints? Well, the cops are kind of hinting that there were footprints and they just have to analyze everything. You see what I'm saying? Like, how come nobody's talking? I haven't even heard anyone talk about the Walmart shooting. Even my kid said something to me today about it at dinner. I said, I know, I covered it right after it happened. Hey, Shelby. Oh, I don't care about Psychic Donna. You really listen to her, Gravy? She's such a fraud. That's it. I'm getting my tarot cards. I'm going to be psychic. She said it's local because the cops are saying it's local. Dolly was there? Okay. Dolly did it. Dolly did it. This mass murders lately make me wonder what's happening to the human race. How do we stop it? I don't know. If you're with 3 children all day, you know them. Oh, absolutely. She gets a tingle in her leg. Come on, Saint. Please tell me you're joking. Oh, Tinker, don't even bring her up in here. Hey, Monica. We all love our dads, but why does she think people really want to hear? Michelle, and yet she's got 700 people in there. I don't understand subs. I don't. I will never understand it. I agree, Trish. I don't get tiggles, so I know it's real. I did it. I did. I asked Sage if she wanted to come Black Friday shopping. She's like, no. She's like, I have no money. Okay, either do I, but which link? Oh, for iPhone? No, that's the same link. Cher gets like 700 people in her lives when she's sitting there talking to her dad. Like, I don't know, it's weird. Hey, Kaylee, I don't understand why she has 700 people in there talking to her dad. That's why I've given up on trying to understand subs. They say creators are jealous because they want their banner up. Oh, was he Dolores? I didn't even know. On with his background, who would really want to know his opinion? Because their dad is a convicted murderer? See, that's another case, BlackRock. I never covered Delphi. I don't know why. I was just never interested in it. I know it sounds crazy, but even after everything came out, I still wasn't interested in it. I don't know. I'm weird. Certain cases I'm interested in, other cases I'm just not. Hey, Wanjura, happy Thanksgiving. What do you F-sake, Gravy? They're all preying on her downfall secretly. I don't know. It's just strange. Hey, Del. I'm sure old Sam paying hello media to keep a little can't be scared to spend or work. What? Richard Allen Molly real good. Yeah, see, I don't know. Cher's dad has killed a couple of people. Okay. I don't know that. I did not know that. Isn't your dad a convicted serial killer? Promote that and they'll be no Gravy, you, my crazy mom. Hey, Harley, happy Thanksgiving. Gravy is that crazy aunt. See, Evergreen, I agreed with that too. Once I figure it out, Bonnie, I really got to figure out because when you sign up for it as a creator, they have like all these different licenses. I don't know which one to do. Understands why people get so emotionally invested in these cases. At K9, I say the same thing. I have said that 1,000 times over, that don't get personally invested in a case. I never have, never will. And I've said it before. Will I cry over a case? Absolutely. Will a case hit me hard? Absolutely. Will you ever see me get emotionally tied to a case? Never. You can't be a reporter if you're emotionally tied to a case. You just can't. My boring dad just went to work and provided for his family. Loser. Mine too, Gravy. Mine too. I'm saying Walmart paying off mainstream media to keep hush. Not that it's Walmart fault, but a bad look for the shooting. Richelle was transferring. See, I didn't know any of that. I haven't followed up with it because of the holidays, but thank you for that. So Richard Allen was transferred for harassing employees. He was transferred out of there, and that's why he went postal. I don't blame you, Evergreen. I have too. Exactly. Doctors and nurses can't get close. It's exactly right. He burnt a house with mother and child in there? Who? Cher's father or the Walmart killer? But I've always said that. People think I'm cold, I'm hard. That's why I've never contacted families. I don't want to contact their families. I don't want to talk to their families. I just don't. But it seems that subs want that. So it's kind of like it puts some of us in a weird kind of predicament. But is that what happened, Amanda? MSM or MSN? No, Barb, I never really followed her. Hey, Lily, I never really followed her at all. I don't, honestly, I don't know much about a lot of creators' personal lives. I don't care. And people hate me for that, but I just don't. Yeah, I never knew. Oh, mainstream media. Okay. Yeah, but it was covered pretty big, wasn't it? It's not personal. She breaks constantly. I had no idea. I like that you talk about different things. I just cover. I hate cold cases. There's a lot of cold cases I don't like. Like Bailey Sarian. I don't watch her anymore because I don't like 90% of the cases she covers. Yeah, it's a Walmart manager who went into a break room and just killed 6 people and then shot himself. I don't know if he killed 5 and then himself makes 6 or just 6. He's called a meeting for them, Loba. Yeah, Barb, I don't watch her enough to even know. How's he out of jail, though? To ask if they'd like you to cover the case, if they want to speak for themselves on your channel. Yeah, I just never did it before, but now it's where true crime is at. You don't have a choice. Yeah, he called a meeting. Like he wanted to speak to everybody. Jody, when you do, I didn't really do cold cases. My favorite, I mean, I hate to say this, my favorite is unsolved case, not really a cold case, like boy went up the hill and disappeared. But I like family stuff, like husband kills wife, wife kills husband, wife kills husband and kids. Husband kills wife and kids. That kind of stuff I like. Like I've never been one for little kids. Like I don't care to cover missing children. Why? Because there's not a lot of info. They're missing. There's just not a lot of info. I know I didn't mean unsolved though. I meant what the fuck is it called? When you're falsely convicted. I can't think of the word. My brain is dead. The case I used to do, yeah, they're oh my God. When people are falsely accused, those are what I like the best. When there's a lot of info. Because that stuff you can really dig your teeth into. And you can, do research. Exoneration, not exonerations, but what put you in jail in the first place. Oh my God, it starts with an I. I can't think of it. Yes, saying lots of research goes into those cases. They're great discussions. Wrongly accused. I can't think of the word. But my favorite is when there's a lot of information to look up on a case. If there's not a lot of information to me, it's not exciting. It like innocent project cases, yes, that kind of stuff. Thank you, Harley. That's what I like to do. I feel like I'm on Pyramid. I know, right? Jeopardy. It's Jeopardy, Carolyn. Oh, Making a Murder was the ultimate case. That was the ultimate case. I just wish that it would have gone better than it is. It's a lot of legal stuff and investigative evidence. Exactly. but there's a ton of evidence on it. No, not allegations. I can't think of the word. I can't think of the word. It's on the tip of my tongue. I keep saying incarcerated. No. Diva creature didn't want Quentin there. 1,000 people that would have. Yeah, but a lot of people say that. What was that? A lot of people say that. I think you should do what your strengths are, case discussion. Well, that's why I always say, Evergreen, I'm not a true crime channel. I am a case discussion channel because that's what I like to do best. No, not interrogation. It's when you get falsely accused and you get put into jail. Falsely incriminated, but there's a specific word and I can't think of what it is. I can't think of the word I'm thinking of. No, not indicted. I can't think of it. Wrongly convicted, yes, but there's a word for it, a specific word for it. False imprisonment. Harley, we tried that. We tried doing that in member Discord, in Patreon Discord, and everyone failed. Nobody did it. We even have a specific research room. So everyone that researches can put their ideas together. Let me see the last time it was actually used. Where is it? I must have changed the name at some point. Research room. Last time it was used was March 9th of 2022. I'll gladly put one in members. False allegation. No, low, but it's a specific word. Let me look it up. Maybe I can find it. No, not acquittal. They're saying wrongly convicted, but it's not. Presumption of innocence. I don't know. What's it called when you falsely imprison? They say false imprisonment. Duh. I don't know. I'll think of it. Do you know what the #1 leading cause of wrongful convictions is? A mistaken witness. Eyewitness error is the single greatest cause of wrongful convictions nationwide, playing a role in 72% of convictions overturned through DNA testing. Think about that for a second. Eyewitness is the single cause of wrongful convictions, the highest rated wrongful convictions. That's fucked up. No, not inculpable. I don't know. We'll just call it exoneration cases. Wrongful conviction. I know there's one specific word, but I can't think of it, and I can't find it. Oh, definitely not. Some people do walk. But I was like obsessed with the OJ case. I got obsessed with the Casey Anthony case, not obsessed with Jodi Arias. 30 years. Well, Marty Tankliff did. You guys should hear this 911 call. Oh my God. Hold on. Sage, did you try the pumpkin pie? Huh? Did you taste my homemade pumpkin pie?
No.
Taste it.
Which one's the regular
It's good.
one? Which one's the regular one?
Huh?
Which one's the regular one?
The one with the red sprinkles, not the different color sprinkles. Oh, Phoenix ate like half of his already. OJ not guilty? I don't know about that. But I honestly didn't know that 72% of convictions are overturned, and it was because of eyewitness error. That's crazy. Chris Watts, I was obsessed with. Shomane Ramsey, I don't think there's anything more I could go through on that case. I don't like dealing with kid cases. I really don't. That's why when this community was all about, like, missing kids, I used to tell people, I don't do missing kids. I just don't like missing kids. You met Chris Watts? No shit. Barbara, you one of the people that write him those sexy letters? There's one case I would like solved, is Long Island serial killer. That's true too. I don't think he's killed in a long time, though. I think it was connected to the prostitute. I really do. Indicted. No, it's not indicted. Seems like Summer Wells' case went to crickets. Too bad the prosecutor did a poor job on that. So did Casey Anthony case. Conspiracy type cases, depends on the case. Like a case that I really could listen to a podcast on over and over and over is the Chris something. Chris, the one that killed his whole family, the one that worked for Joyce Myers. All of a sudden, I'm blank on his name.
I'm gonna do a real life comparison.
Okay. She's doing a comparison of my pumpkin pie and pumpkin pie that's bought in a store.
They taste almost the same.
Okay.
Except the pumpkin pie store-bought one tastes more pumpkin-y. Like it has a little more flavor. But they taste pretty much the same.
You couldn't just lie and say, Mom, yours is the best.
Oh my gosh, Mom, yours is so good. best
Coleman, thank you.
Also, this one just looks more appetizing.
Shut up.
Here, take a bite of yours.
This is colder.
Let's help you why.
Mine tastes better. All right, out. You want another one, Loba? I'm giving her away. Yo, I heard about a good case. I was listening to it the other day called, oh my God, why is my brain blank? Oh, Diane, the only difference between the gluten-free one and the regular one is the gluten-free one is a gluten-free crust. The actual pumpkin is the same. But if you guys like cold cases, or you guys should definitely listen to Sword and Scale podcast. Sword and Scale podcast is amazing. It's my go-to, and I have like 9 seasons of it. So, I mean, you have stuff for days, months, really. Family of 8 killed for custody of one daughter. Where? Where, in Canada? See, that is something I'm interested in too. Remember when Mike quit? Oh, did he really? It's been gluten-free, and boy, it's hard cooking. A lot evergreen. I've been doing it since Phoenix was 7, so 10 years now. From what I heard, Donna's not doing too well. Oh, the Rodin family massacre. Yes, I remember that. There was some saying that he may head towards Utah. Who? Rodin family has been going on longer than that. It's been going on since 2018. Thought Don was living in a different house. Oh, I don't know. My cousin was stolen from a public pool and never found again. HBO did a doc on him recently. Andy Puglisi, Massachusetts. I'm sorry, Finest Jules. Oh, the trial. That doesn't surprise me at all. I went through a hellacious custody fight. It does not surprise me. The courts really need to update their shit. I don't know why they haven't updated. Why is she calling me knowing I'm on a live? You're on a live. What?
I know. I need you to send me your Amazon information.
Oh, all right. Goodbye.
Okay.
Ask Dayton or Phoenix. Ask Dayton or Phoenix. Do you all think unknown killer is someone new? I don't know. No, not Injustice. Loba, I'm tossed in between because I want to believe what the cops say, and I want to believe that what the cops saying is legit, but it just seems odd to me. I know, right, Garden? A lot of the Black Friday sales are on already, though. But I remember when that rodent took place. It was crazy. I know. Let's check the headlines, see what's up. I'm local and I haven't seen them since Don went to jail and Candace. Upchurch has a personal story about the Rodin family. Oh, no shit. Like and show me your face so I know it's you. That ain't gonna work. I didn't find anything good except sort of cheap pillows at Walmart. I'm surprised everything was closed today. The kids kept asking me, are you going shopping after? Are you going shopping? Upchurch video is sad today? No shit. I only got a message from him about Warcraft, which Dayton plays. I don't know. It depends what they are, Squirrel. Yep. Yes, Sage, you got it. That's what I'm saying. I don't think there's any big sales that are going to be tomorrow that you can't get now. Let's see. Mexican authorities obtain arrest warrant for a friend of North Carolina woman who died mysteriously in Cabo. November marks 12 years since 3 Michigan boys vanished while visiting their dad, who remains jailed in connection with their unsolved disappearance, but not their deaths. What? Wow. You want to know what's wrong with the world? I'm going to tell you what's wrong with the world. Let's look at some highlights from today. South Carolina parents leave a 2-year-old home while they go to New York. South Carolina couple was arrested this week and they reportedly left their 2-year-old son home alone while they went to New York. Just police said they were called to an apartment complex at 2 p.m. on November 17th by someone who reported a toddler in an apartment. The apartment manager reported being unable to contact anyone living in the apartment, so conducted an emergency walkthrough. Manager found the toddler sleeping on a bed in the living room and called the police. Boy woke up when police arrived, immediately reached for his empty water bottle. Officers said the child appeared to be in good health, albeit with a dirty diaper. Witness told officers the child's father, 24-year-old Donald, had texted him saying he was in New York for business. What? Police called child services, who changed the boy's diaper and put him on fresh clothes, took him to the hospital. Meanwhile, police tried multiple times to reach the father and the boy's mother, but were unsuccessful. Giganj later called the apartment complex, spoke with an officer. Court papers said that Ganji initially told the officer he left the apartment at 6 a.m. that morning and was only a few states away. He later said he was in New York on business and that he didn't know who was supposed to be taking care of the boy. In a third version of the story, he was in New York for an emergency. They were arrested Monday and charged with unlawful conduct toward a child, ordered on $50,000 bond, while Aldrich bond was set at $75,000. Right there is the problem with the law. Right there. This should be attempted murder. They should be holding these people on attempted murder. What do you think a 2-year-old is going to be able to do by himself? This is attempted murder. This is sick. Totally sick. But it's only a $50,000 bond and a $75,000 bond, which ain't shit. They'll be out soon enough. That's crazy. The kid's in diapers. He can't even go to the bathroom. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Grandparents beat with hammer, shot dead by 26-year-old grandson. Nice kid. An elderly Utah couple was found dead in their garage on Wednesday and a grandson arrested for murder after the man's mother told police she believed he was responsible. Jeremy Bell, 26, was charged with 2 counts of aggravated murder and 1 count of assault. Dude, that's crazy. Hold on, while they're doing this ad, let me set this up. It's a 20-minute ad, 20-second ad. That's what I'm saying, Evergreen. How do you leave a 2-year-old? That's just crazy. Whoop. Oh my God. What happened? A little late.
across North Alabama and surrounding areas have been a part of the Mueller Water Products family for almost 50 years. Our facility in Albertville, known as the fire hydrant capital of the world, currently employs.
If this does it again, I'm going to be pissed. A slap on the wrist, I would have wasted my time. I'm telling you, that is attempted murder. You can't leave a 2-year-old home alone while you go to another state.
About a double homicide that took place in Clearfield Wednesday afternoon. 26-year-old Jeremy Belt was arrested and booked into the Davis County Jail, facing charges of murder in the death of his grandparents. Fox 13 News reporter Chris Arnold has been sifting through the court documents. We do want to warn you, some of the things they reveal are disturbing.
This quiet Clearfield neighborhood still dealing with the loss of 2 longtime residents. Those residents whose names haven't been released by police at this time, an 87-year-old man and his 85-year-old wife, both found dead in the garage of their home just after 3 p.m. on Wednesday.
This affects our community. It affects our department and obviously affects this family.
Court documents detailing the events that took place. It says the suspect, 26-year-old Jeremy Belt, cut the wire to the garage door before confronting his grandparents inside of the home about accusations he said he holds against them. When they grabbed their belongings and went into the garage, the documents say Belt kicked them both in the chest, causing them to fall to the ground. The probable cause statement goes into further detail about the brutality of this entire incident, saying Belt grabbed a hammer and hit one of the victims twice in the back of the head, before also hitting the other victim twice in the head as well. It goes on to say that Belt went back inside the
Garden, I was thinking the exact same thing. What the hell did your grandparents do to you? Like, they're your grandparents. I couldn't even imagine one of my kids killing my mom.
home and found his rifle, loaded it with a single bullet, and went back upstairs and into the garage, eventually shooting one of the victims in the head. He would then go back downstairs, reload the gun before going back out in the garage again and doing the same to the second victim. A third victim, also a family member, was identified by police. According to the court documents, Belt says he admitted to kicking that victim in the face, causing a black eye. Now, Belt complied with police, came out of the home, and was eventually arrested. He's currently booked into the Davis County Jail without bond, facing a slew of charges, including 2 counts of aggravated murder, as well as assault and possession of drug paraphernalia. Police say additional charges are possible and will be determined by the Davis County Attorney's Office as the investigation into this incident continues. Clearfield police say they won't be releasing any more information until Monday, including the names of those 2 victims. They went on to say that they wanted to give the family a chance to mourn the loss of their loved ones during the Thanksgiving holiday weekend. In Clearfield, Chris Arnold, Fox 13 News, Utah.
That's crazy. People are nuts. But that's what I'm saying. Like, there's cases all over the world. All over the states, you'll find cases. Florida doctor was charged this week of raping 2 women while they were sedated at a medical spa. Was arrested on 2 counts sexual battery on a physically helpless person on Monday. Naples doctor was accused of nitrous oxide, laughing gas, and assaulting the women during cosmetic medical treatments, which he owns with his wife. Naples police launched an investigation in late October when a woman reported she'd been given nitrous oxide for a treatment, but as it wore off, she realized Salata was having sex with her. Nice guy. See, here's my point, all right? Hey, G of Twins, this is what pisses me off. This guy gets $200,000 bond. And I'm not saying, rape he shouldn't. One of the women was 72 years old. But I'm sorry, but leaving a 2-year-old home by themselves while you're in another state only gets $50,000. Make that make sense. It makes no sense to me. Absolutely no sense. Why is this guy 200,000, but attempted murder of a 2-year-old is 50,000? It's fucked up. Prosecutors in Mexico obtained an arrest warrant for a friend of North Carolina woman who died at a vacation bill last month in Cabo. Just arriving in Cabo with 6 college friends. Friends returned to North Carolina and told Robinson's parents she had died of alcohol poisoning, but an autopsy said she died from a severe neck injury. While the autopsy said Robinson died within 15 minutes of receiving the injury, a police report indicated that a doctor had been called to the villa and was with her for 3 hours before she began having seizures and died. Now, this looks like an interesting case. And a video surfaced showing another woman beating Robinson who did not fight back. It's not known if the woman seen in the video is the same woman in the Mexican arrest warrant. Robinson's parents confirmed the victim. Oh, is this that Robinson girl that everyone keeps talking about? Oh, okay. This is a girl. All right. A lot of people are talking about this case. The woman seen in the video is the same woman in the Mexican arrest warrant. Robinson's parents confirmed the victim in the video was their daughter, and that other people seen the video was some of the friends who accompanied her to Mexico. They arrested her assailant today. That's crazy. Yeah, I've heard people talking about this. I didn't know what it was about, though. That's being cut. Yeah, I realized that once I realized the name. Interesting. Ex-Deputy Attorney General arrested 50 years after teen found fatally stabbed in apartment. Bones found wrapped in cloth belonged to mom missing since 2017. Inmate served 20 years for attempted murder, indicted for murder of 20-year-old college student. It's like there's so many cases. Wow, Jean Benet would be 32 years old. Teenage found dead beyond recognition in a New Jersey cemetery 40 years ago is unknown no more. Princess Doe as a community of Blairstown dubbed. 4-year-old becomes hit and run victim at 20. Her son abducted and murdered. There's a lot of shit out there. Yeah, I've heard about the Quentin Tullis case. I mean, I haven't read up on it in a long time, but I've heard about it. This is a sad case. You guys familiar with this case? Dylan Redwine, his father killed him. This sad case. Princess Doe case of Great. Is that the... No, that wouldn't be the singer. Do you guys know about Dylan Redwine? It's a horrible case. Father is such a dick. Dylan Redwine, kid found creepy pictures of his dad, like some sick pictures of his dad. And he had smeared like feces on his face, and he didn't want to go see his dad. And his brother's like, no, bro, you got to go. His brother had just turned 18, and he's like, he just didn't want to go. And his dad ended up killing him and putting his remains all over, and it went unsolved for a while. I take it you're an EP? What's EP? Yeah, it was really sad. I wonder what they show. They may show these photos. Yeah, that was his dad. That was him. Oh, yeah, these are the pictures. He found these pictures on his dad's computer. Trigger warning, trigger warning. And his dad killed him over it. Yeah. And he did not want to go to his dad. And when he confronted him, he killed him. Yep. And then he like scattered him in the woods by the house, and he got away with it for a little while. And then they finally arrested him. But it's just so sad because he told his mom that he didn't want to go. And his mom's, due to a court order, he didn't have a choice. And they found his remains scattered. They have Dylan's blood inside of Redwine's residence, several different locations. Cadaver dogs picked up death scents in the laundry room, living room, and kitchen. It's crazy. Yeah, that's how it was found. 2 years later, in November of 2015, a couple stumbled upon a human skull that turned out to be Dylan's. Experts noticed blunt force trauma. Can you imagine, though, hiking and finding a skull? Oh, absolutely, Evergreen. But they found the remains had been ravaged by animals, which left tooth marks. However, the fracture above Dylan's eye was probably not caused by animals, said, as well as the V-shaped indentation found on the cranium. That dad was sick. Yeah, he still denies it. He says he didn't do it. He did it. So sad, though. Like, kid had just gotten there. His blood wouldn't be all over it. It's crazy. But well, it was a pretty good case. The father was vile. Him and his older brother were very close. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was 13. His brother had just turned 18. And his brother's like, I really can't help you anymore because I'm out of the house. And the parents got divorced. Missing Nebraska mom mysteriously vanishes while son visits father. November 19th, around 11, she was last seen in Nebraska. Homeowner arrested after man missing since August is found in plastic in his basement. That's sad. On November 21st, she was missing, and then they found her dead. The employee's body possibly found days after strange acts. 4 Alabama girls missing, found. That's good. Oh, that's Trinity. I've heard about this. It's crazy. Missing teen boy found dead in shallow grave. Phone tracked to sex offender's house. There's so many cases. It's crazy, right? I'm on crimeonline.com. It's Nancy Grace's site. Here's the link. Boop. And that's it. That's crime for today, folks. Need a night of good news. I know, right? Well, I did find out my son, which I am super proud of, although I told him, why aren't you number one? Out of over I think it was 585 people in his class, he's number 33, which I'm pretty proud of him. That's pretty good. His new girl that he's talking to is number 10. So he's like, she's smarter than me, but I'm pretty proud he's ranked 33. I think that's pretty damn good. Probably not enough for Harvard, but that's pretty damn good. So I'm super proud of him. This was certainly more enjoyable than drama, right? I think it's good. I mean, like I said, I think you need to be in the top 10 to get into like Harvard, but I'm still super proud of him. I was never ranked 33. So, shit, I don't even think I was in the top 500. And I own that. But I mean, I graduated 1,500 people. My grandson just graduated early in 11th grade, take college course now. That's awesome. He was like, we're talking about essays, because for colleges, he has to write essays. Top 10% grants you break. It is, I guess it is top 10%. I just don't know if it's enough to get into some of the schools he wants to get into, but I'm super proud. I asked Sage, I said, where are you ranked? She's like, yeah, I'm okay. So I laughed. I said, are you below 200? She said, yes. I said, all right. That's all I care about. But he was talking about his essay and he's telling me like what he's writing. I said, no. I said, that is not how you want to write an essay. I said, you have to stand out. Oh, his weighted is 4.5, I think. But he definitely is, Tony. But I said, you got to write personal. You need to stand out from all these other kids, and you never know what they're looking for. You make them laugh, talk about, growing up and, your struggles growing up and, just talk about you. They don't want to hear how you want to be a robotics engineer. Everybody does that. And I was like, look, and I pulled up some articles on it. I said, trust me on this. I know what I'm talking about. And I said, and everything you read about it will tell you the same thing. They don't want to hear another kid that, you know, is a robotics engineer. Like MIT, one of his friends got denied. He's like, Mom, he had just about a perfect score on his ACT. I think he got a 35, 36 is perfect score. He got like, I forgot what your SATs are. I know when I went to school, it was like 14, but now it's higher. I think it's 16, but he got like a 1550 and he still got denied. And I said, Phoenix, what nationality is he? He said, Indian. I said, how many Indians do you think MIT has? Probably more than their share. I said, therefore, you don't know what they're looking for. They see a white kid that is, you know, your everyday prep looking kid, that's what they may need. I was like, they have tons of Asian, Indian, they want something different. I was like, but it can't hurt to try. You too, Samantha. Oh, does he, Garnia? He wants to be a mechanical engineer or robotics engineer, taking mechanical something. And I'm just like, they have tons. You never know what they need. Always still apply. Don't let what other people get denied for neg you out. Because you just never know what slot they need to fill. So, but he's applying everywhere. If he ever gets his damn essay done. Do all college dorms have twin size bedding? Yes.
Making a Christmas list is the hardest thing to possibly do.
Why?
Because I don't know what I want. I don't want anything.
Okay. Sweet.
I told you what I wanted. You give me rolled eyes every time.
Okay.
That's literally the only thing I want.
You're not getting tattoos at 18.
Yes, I can. I can get one right here that no one will ever see, and I want piercing.
Tell her she's too young for tattoos that are permanent for life.
I can get a tattoo at 18 without her permission if I want to, which I could be doing. Which I probably will be doing, but I want piercings. I want ear piercings. I want to finish. I want to do my ears.
Yes, dear.
That's the only thing I want.
Yes, dear.
I'm getting a tattoo when I turn 18. I swear to God, I'll get the money. I don't need your permission to do it.
I didn't say you did. You know what they say? Once you get one, that's what I say, Tony. I tell her that all the time. See, Tinker? She already walked away. Right, Gravy? Tattoos is so 2002. I agree. I got my first tattoo in my 40s and I regret it. I got my first one at 18 or 19. I regret them. But I mean, I have them hidden. And that's where she wants to get one. But yeah, I don't think she could take the pain. I mean, she's right, though. In 2 months, she'll be able to get it on her own. She won't need me for it. Some boys, when they pay their own rent and can be a man and support themselves, they can do what they want. Same spot and body, too. No regrets. My daughter designed it. See, that's different. If you're not old enough to drink, you're not old enough to get a tattoo. I got my first tattoo never. See, there you go. That's what I tell her. She don't listen. She don't want to listen. Crazy, crazy, crazy. But all good things must come to an end. I do have to get off. I got to get some boxes ready for tomorrow. I still have a bunch of candles I got to make. So I just want to let you guys know there is a problem with the website. I don't know how to fix it. So, and I'm going to have to put this on there because I really don't feel like building an entire fucking new website again. And the guy that built the website is not fixing it. And I have somebody else looking at it to fix it. for some reason, the choices, the variations of candles are not working. So if you buy one, just leave me a note that you want the white vessel or you want a bigger one, because the variations do not work for some reason and nobody can be able to figure it out. So I'm going to hit them up again tomorrow. But it's very simple. If you want a variation different than what's on there, just let me know. Hey, Crystal. It's that simple. But my children to get tattoos so far, so good. 34, 35, and 40. I'm telling you. I don't really want her to get one, but I can't stop her. I don't have to pay for it, but once she's 18, I can't stop her. You know, she's a typical teenage girl. She don't want to listen. She does things her way, and that's it. You going to the African bush? Well, have fun. Be safe. You said for a few weeks. I was going to say, I thought you weren't leaving for a few weeks. So, all right, but I'm going to get off. I was about her age. I believe you. I totally believe you. If you had told her she had to get one with no coffee, I tried that. You want to hear something funny? So last year, I was told she was vaping, and I was pissed, but I really couldn't say anything. And so I caught her, and then I told her, oh, you want to vape? And I tried that reverse psychology. I said, here, Sage, use mine. She quit vaping immediately. I'm telling you, that shit works. That reverse psychology works. Kids only want to do something when they think you don't want them doing it. And as soon as you say it's okay, all of a sudden they don't want to do it anymore. It actually works. At least it worked with that. Oh, Phoenix wants both his arms done. He wants like a phoenix with flames. He's wanted it his whole life. I'm telling you, sometimes that reverse psychology works. Not always, but sometimes it does. Good night, Harley. It really works sometimes. I didn't think it was going to, but it actually did. Yeah, she don't even care for a vape anymore. But it was fun when she was sneaking it. It was fun until I gave her permission. And then all of a sudden, she didn't want to do it anymore. The thrill of it was gone. Because I was a recruiter for Harvard and a 1980 graduate. Oh, Monica, I did not know that. Are you serious? Yes, I have questions. I have lots of questions. I graduated high school in 88. Ooh, I got an in. Woo! Oh, Monica, we're going to talk. As soon as his essay is done, we're going to talk. I told him, I said, Phoenix, why don't you have somebody write an essay for you? He goes, Mom, you can get arrested for that. Take down my damn pics? What are you talking about? What pics? We're all going to sleep good tonight. I know. I'm the only one that didn't eat that much. Sex is like that. Now that I can have it, I'm mad. I love you, Gravy. I hope everyone had a great gobble gobble day. Oh, I did. We had a good day. It was nice. It was just the four of us with the dogs, but it was just the four of us. It was great. You know, because kids get to the point where they're getting older. They have their own lives. They don't want, who wants to sit home with mom besides Dayton? But it was nice. It was just the four of us all day. It was like they were little again. And every time they went in the room, like, get out here. Come here. But it was nice. And then we did the tree tonight and nobody fought. It was good. So, all right, I will see you guys later. And again, I promise you guys I will get back on a regular schedule soon. I promise. Uh-oh.
When are we gonna need a webcam for college?
What?
When are we gonna need a webcam for
You're
college?
not. Do you not see what it says?
Twins college dorm.
It's a light, not a webcam.
No, it's a webcam.
Let me see.
It's Logitech, Mom. It's a webcam.
Oh, no, then I put that wrong. No, just the stand.
No, it's a webcam.
Ah, then I put the wrong thing.
No,
You don't need a webcam for college.
no, we don't.
There should be 2 of them on there. Yeah, no, that's me and Dayton. I just have to change it to me and Dayton.
I accidentally just deleted
What? What?
it. I just deleted it.
That's all right. I could do it again.
Um,
And you could change that stuff. I put like, stuff you're going to need for college.
I'm gonna tell you some
Alarm
ridiculous-
clock and,
Well, that's cute. Let me tell you some ridiculous things.
huh.
Things we're not gonna need.
So erase them. If you're not going to need them, erase them. I just went by a list.
Scissors.
Yeah, you're going to need scissors.
We have scissors.
For
You have
college?
Yes, we you own scissors, and
I looked up a list and said, what do kids need for their freshman year of college? And I followed that list.
we're not gonna need tape.
Okay. She thinks she knows it all.
Extra markers, understandable. Sure. 300 push pins.
I don't know. They were like $5.
I don't know. And you're buying things for corkboard. There's no corkboard.
And I put a corkboard on, didn't I?
No.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
You put a whiteboard.
No, I put a whiteboard, corkboard. One got a whiteboard, one got a corkboard. Right there. Corkboard, whiteboard.
I see.
Don't you love how kids think they know everything? Coffee, he was pretty good today. I'm not so sure how Christmas is going to go, but he was good today.
This is what I added. I have this.
You don't need a $300 refrigerator.
That's the only one they have that actually has space. The only other refrigerators they have are the size of my skin.
You're going to be in a dorm room.
Yes, but I'm also going to have a roommate. It's going to be, I should
They
have
can bring a fridge.
And what if they don't? Then we're screwed.
I'll look tomorrow.
Then I have this,
What the hell's that?
a blanket.
Okay.
Then I have a tapestry for decoration. Then I have a nightlight because I can't sleep completely dark. Then I have this to put all my crystals in. So like when I travel, because I normally keep it on my.
You're such a
dresser.
cheap child.
And then I have these for college.
Okay.
Throw pillows, a laundry basket that folds,
Okay.
piercings, nose piercings, name nose piercings.
You don't buy piercings off Amazon.
They're 18 gauge. Okay, fine.
Someone help me. It's got to be big enough for a case of beer. Not even funny.
Okay, that's it.
What?
That's it. That's all I have.
Okay.
And tattoos and a piercing.
Go away.
I say tattoos verbally. Tattoo.
What? You just
I
stepped on
didn't
Winston.
step on him.
Come here,
He's dramatic.
baby.
I didn't even step on him.
He's not dramatic. You're dramatic.
I didn't even step on him.
Call my
Anyways,
dog dramatic. See, he doesn't want to go near
guys, I want one tattoo on my hip. On my hip. And
No.
then I want to finish my ears.
She called you
Tell me
dramatic.
I'm dramatic.
She called you dramatic.
Tell me I'm crazy. I'm
Miss
not.
Drama Queen called you dramatic.
I'm not crazy.
Only give her 150 push pins, punish her. I'm telling you. She doesn't need tape and needs a $300 fridge. Thank you.
I need a $300 fridge. It's $270.
See,
it's
no,
big.
no, no, no,
It's
no.
$270 and it's big. They're
Yeah,
not
but you
talking-
don't even know what school you're going to yet.
Doesn't matter.
You don't know how big it's going to be if there is a fridge.
No dorm has ever carried a mini fridge in the dorm unless you're paying thousands upon thousands of dollars to stay in like a suite. No dorm has that, I guarantee you.
I know. Tell her to push pin herself. I agree. Like Hellraiser.
Push pin myself in a tattoo, stick and poke. I'm getting a tattoo.
She needs everything. Thank you, Princess. I'm not going to fight with her right now because, she knows everything.
I'm not saying I know everything.
But you're gonna need tape. You're gonna need all that stuff.
For what? Everything is online now. Literally everything's online.
No, that's true too.
When am I gonna do a class project and decorate a poster in college? You're not.
You never know.
It's 2022. And trust me,
She's got a
college
point.
is not the same.
Had a mini fridge in my dorm room. Provided by the school?
What school did you go to?
I know. You're so upset. She hurt you. I know. I get it. I get it. That's what I told her. I'm going to look tomorrow. She doesn't need a $300 fridge.
Everything that they have, I looked
Is Phoenix
online.
awake?
No. Everything I have, I looked online, is the same size as my skincare for like over $100. And I'm not gonna, if I'm gonna take my skincare fridge with me, that I'm gonna use for my skincare. It fits a couple drinks and that's it. But if I have a bigger fridge, I can spend less money on college food.
You don't even eat as it is. You're worried about college food?
Yes.
Okay.
Remember Aaliyah? She said she was eating once a day when she got to college.
Ramen noodles, baby. Ramen noodles. That's what you eat at college. Ramen noodles.
You need a microwave to do that. I don't even have a microwave in
Nope,
the
you
dorm
get
room.
cup of noodles. That's what we used to do.
You need a microwave for that.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
I went to school before microwaves.
What? Microwaves were a thing since like the 80s.
The 80s.
No, microwaves existed before that.
No.
Yes.
Not affordable in homes.
And they existed in the 50s.
No, they weren't.
Yes, they did. Microwaves were a thing.
When I was little, microwaves did not exist.
Look it up.
Can I hurt her?
When were microwaves invented?
When were microwaves sold for the home? 1955. She's right.
1955. Thank you.
All right. The countertop microwave was 67. I thought it was the 80s.
No.
Wow. She's right. I was wrong.
I know I'm right.
I was wrong. 4 or 5 hours to bake a baked potato. Remember that, Sweet Carolyn? I remember that. They were for the, we didn't get one until the 80s.
Tony said the boys will be a breeze, but I looked at their Amazon wish list and Dayton wants like $5,000.
Yeah, but Dayton's buying a lot of his. Dayton just put it on there. He keeps saying, can we buy it tomorrow? Can we buy it? His list will be gone within a day or two. Did you see what he spent on a graphics card? Look it up. Look on there.
I'm too lazy.
I'll show you. $1,700 on a graphics card.
How much money does he have?
He's got money. He's getting another $5,000 to a 15-year-old. He's rich. But yeah, I can't tell him what to do. It's his money. $1,700 for a stupid graphics card.
How much did you pay for yours?
What?
How much did you pay for yours?
Mine, I got $500, but mine was, this is 2017. He had to have the best. I mean, I had the best of the best then, and my computer has had no problems even since. But yeah, $1,700. It's insane. Yes, 1983, first microwave took up half the counter. Thank you. They were not affordable then.
They still had them.
Yeah, they had them, but nobody had them. My grandma had one.
You should
built
look up
in.
Black Friday deals on piercing shops.
On what?
Piercing shops. We can go
Piercing shops don't have deals for Black
How do you
Friday.
know?
Oh my God. Someone help me. Piercing
You're in caps lock.
shop Black Friday.
Okay, well.
Black Friday,
For tattoo.
$35 piercing and $15 off.
For tattoo, Black Friday piercing all week. Piercings $15 this week.
I don't even know where.
Look it up.
Fox Tattoo. You don't even know what state it's in.
Okay, look up where's Fox tattoo.
Texas. You want to go to Texas?
No.
See how she looks?
You have to look up in Huntsville. Do your research
Um,
properly.
Nope. I got nothing.
I'm gonna get them all done at Claire's. Boom, boom. Actually, Claire's are so much more expensive than an actual piercing shop.
Piercing Pagoda Friday. I don't know where Piercing Pagoda is. Whoops. Oh. Ugh.
And you say I'm the monster.
I didn't step on you. She did. When do you go? I know, right, Gordon? I'm telling you. People just don't know.
She gets mad at me when I don't talk to her, and then gets mad at me when I do talk to her. Make it make sense.
It will always make sense. I am your mom. That's why. Moms don't have to make sense.
I know.
40% off everything.
No, it's just.
Just jewelry.
Yeah.
Do you ever notice they say it's 40% off, but they jack the price up 40%? That happens all the time. I don't know. We'll look tomorrow. I have to go to the vape stop tomorrow, and there's a tattoo place right next door.
Is it really?
Yeah, there's a new one.
Oh my gosh, we'll be there at test dummies.
You don't know, Sage. If you're gonna get something permanently on your body,
No,
you
not a
research
tattoo.
the artist.
I meant a piercing. Like tattoos I'm gonna get when I turn 18. We're already arguing about this. So
no,
I'm getting
you're
when I turn
not.
18.
You have to research
That's
who's
what
doing
I
it.
have time, but I'm saying I just want piercings. You don't have to research
Okay.
an artist.
No, you
You
don't.
just get it done.
Okay. I'll find out tomorrow.
Okay.
Ugh. One Jeremiah said up here, see $5. I'm telling you, she knows everything. Everything. Right, Winston? She knows everything. Ugh. All right. Now I'm really getting off, though. But I hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving. She just wants them in her ears. But she wants like 3 of them on each side. I said, Sage, it's never going to happen. You can't do it. Stick figures in her future. Yeah, no joke. I'll never win the argument, Tony. She does not listen. She does it her way. My mom says that's how I was. Absolutely, Garden. A little too much. I told her, I said, you're going to regret it one day. Not listening to me. You'll see. You will totally see. So, all right. I'm glad she thinks she knows it all. I mean, she's saying, oh, absolutely, Coffee. She knows everything. Everything. So, all right, though. I really got to get these boxes set for tomorrow. I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful night. Thank you for the super chats, cash apps, PayPals, and that's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Monica, Phoenix and I will contact you tomorrow, without a doubt, some point tomorrow. So, all right, I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful night. Peace out.